Hello and welcome back. Now for and there's something new. What I haven't done before, and that because like with dolls' houses, all I've used is is MDF, and then when I first started making dolls' houses, and I was using 15 mil, and that but because the houses was and them was too heavy, and as you can gather. So I went from 15 mil down to 9 mil, what they supposed to be. Plus, I've used 2 mil basswood to make furniture and all that. So this is completely new to me. I don't know, and I don't know how it's going to turn out and that, but we will try it because we've been watching Ava from in the Bentley House miniatures. And she did make the Adam family's house, the Beetlejuice house, the captain's quarters, and loads more other bits and pieces. So what I'm going to and attempt on doing is making the Munsters house. It's 1313 Mockingbird Lane, Mockingbird Heights. So this is what I'm going to be using. Building, and I am going to be using foam boards, 5 mil foam boards, and I will show you how far I've got. And I haven't got very far. All I've done is just marked out the house, and that's how I will show you that was that now, and that's how putting the is MDF and the 2 mil and that basswood away, and as you can see, and I've got all bits and pieces here, and that'll be it. So I'll be putting that away because if I'm going to make the monster's house out of Munsters house out of foam boards, and now I won't be using any. Well, I will be using 10 by 10 millimeter dowels in the full of wall, walls, and that plus with the foam boards. And then I've watched Ava. She and that's has inspired me on making this out of 5 mil foam boards because I will be sticking it together to make a 10 mil wall, and there's another 10 mil dowels to go in the corners. So hopefully it'll go all right. So keep your fingers crossed. And then I will show you the bit of foam board that I've got that already and is marked out on, because Ava done a mock-up little house of hers and all that, and they went by that. But I'm just going on, and then they're just marking on the boards, and there's and going from there. So hopefully it turn out all right. So keep your fingers crossed, and as in we'll see how it goes. Okay, I've got my foam boards in front of me. Well, I've done the plan of it, but I'd just like to show you the plans what I'm working by, because this is the ground floor of 1330 Mockingbird Lane, and that is one plan of it. So that's the ground floor, and that's the second floor. But the second floor is only tiny. Well, I can't really see. But and then we got because another plan of that. That is just a plan of the um, the uh, um, the ground floor, and then that with a couple little bits of pieces in it. So that's that. That's M2. That's because this is what I'm working by. This is the second floor. As you can see, that's what I'm going to be working by as well from. And plus, I've got a couple of pictures of the Munsters house. There's the Munster house with all the trees and that in front of it, and then plus I have got some, and we printed these off so I can work by them. and see what and actually and that it looks like. And I hope you can see that one. You can. Yeah. There's that one there. And plus, and as in plus, we've got this one here. And I'm going to be doing the grounds as well around it. There's that one there. Plus, and as in plus, got this one here. That's the back of it. So that's the turret. That's the chimney there. So the front's at the front now. Well, as you know, and then that's the back of it. And that is, and then also we got a colour of in the photos of the staircase with Spock in it. Spot, oh sorry, Spot, not Spock, Spot, and that's the dragon or the dragon dog or whatever, whatever you want to call it. And that there, we got that one there. We got this one with the staircase with the suit of armour and upstairs, and that staircase, and that's because that's what I'm going by to do all the staircase. And plus, I'm going to do some more pictures so I can when they see the rooms better and watch the program itself, so I can get some ideas of the rooms. There's and another one with Herman and his grandpa and Lily, I think is was in it. So yes, and that's what I'm gonna be and making as well. I'm gonna be making the figures as well. So and hopefully it go all right. So please keep on watching because what I'm gonna do is show you the how far I got on the foam board now, and then we're gonna go away and cut it all out. And because what I'm gonna do is cut this out, and that is the house, and I'm gonna stick it to a cardboard base, an upstand cardboard base, and that's so that's off the floor, and that is, and I'm going to use about 2 bits of a foam board, make them a bit longer, and that's for the groundwork. So yeah, and I hope you can see this. And if I put this, sorry, it's I don't think you can see it. There's the I don't know, it's hard to focus. But there's the front of the house down there. And then we got the parlour is over here. And then above there we've got a bathroom. And then we've got a kitchen over here. We've got another staircase going up to the 2nd floor. And that is the back of the house. And then we've got a main staircase there. And then we got the wine cellar there. And then we got the dining room there. And then we got Herman's and the library there. So that's how far I got now. So what I'm going to do is start cutting this out, and then we can stick a card to it and make the base for it. Okay, it's another day, and as you can tell, clean top on, and that. So yeah, I do change my tops every day actually, and that because and where you're working and all that. Well, I know you don't get dirty, but that's the way I am. Right, it's right. Here's the ball, as you know, and now we're going to start cutting out. But so I'm just going to let you know before I got to this stage, what I did do was make another one and all that, and as you can see, so that's another one I made. But this one here, and that, oh, so sorry about you. And but this one here, and then I'd done it. It's marked all out on this board here, and then where I went wrong, and all that, and there you can see all the lines. There's a lot of lines over it. So, and then that's how I use this one to get the house right, and then I transferred it onto this one. So all this one was is they just get it all right and that sort of the measurements. So I'm going to put a standard down there, and then what I'm going to do is get me knife and my ruler, it's on my straight edge, sorry. And I've got two straight edges, one for the long cuts, and then one for the short cuts. And as you know, I've got my knife and that, and I put a new blade in. Change your blades, because foam ball, and believe it or not, and that blunts your blades, and they're very quick. So, and what we're going to do now is start cutting out, and then what we're going to do is move the camera around, and then that's so you can see better while I'm cutting it out. Well, I'm going to start cutting it out. I'll move the camera around, as you can tell, and then what we're going to do is start cutting around the bay window first here. And I know you can't really see it, but I'm trying to get it as best I can, so you can see what I'm doing. And that is so what I'm going to do is cut out these along here. This is the side of the porch. Oop. Yeah, fun stuff. So that one, and then I'm going to cut along this wall here. And then go down on this one here. Okay, I've cut it all out now. The foam boards to to the edge of the house, and then also I have marked this cardboard, but I will show you the bits, and I'll move all this bits off, and all that. That's all the cut offs, as you know. So you'll be careful with that knife, because there's a new blade in there. So yes, that's it. That's the front of the house. That's the front door. So, and I hope I can get all this in. So that's all the foam board cut. Okay, I've cut out the cardboards. That's looking good now. So I'm going to show you it. I'm going to lift it up and show you it, and I hope you can see it all. Remember, that's the front there. So you see all that. You see it. So and then what I'm going to do is put the foam board on it, just to make sure that it fits all right. So I've got a foam board here. See that? Will hang on, that's upside down. Going to build an house upside down. What? Oh no, no, it's the front actually. So what I'm going to do now is glue the foam board onto the cardboard. Well, I've got some PVA glue. It's Evo stick. So and what I'm going to do, I'm going to smear all over here, because I'm going to put it on the cards, because I haven't got a plastic level out or scraper and all that, and there's only metal, and this is the bendiest one I've got, and I don't really want to do it on the foam board, just in case it pierces an hole in it. So what I'm going to be doing is using this. So, and what I'm going to do is pour some glue on there, and then I'm going to have to leave it about 5 hours to dry. So here we go, no turning back. I know it's going to be using quite a bit of glue. And I better go down and buy some more. If I just use that bit for the time being. But this is the quick drying one. Well, where it's supposed to be. But I spread this out and all in the corners. They're spreading quite well actually. I didn't think it'd be like this. I thought it'd be harder than this. I know there's loads gone off onto the mat, but I always can wipe that off afterwards. So that's quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is finish this off and glue the put the foam board on, and I'll be back. And as in we can see and that's how it looks. Okay, they've got a glue underneath, as you see. It's all started sticking. So what I'm going to do now is put some weights on it to weigh it down, and then maybe books and that. And if we got any books and that, because and that's leave it about 5 hours. So I'm going to leave it overnight, and then come back to it in the morning, and then start putting the skirt around it. Okay, I've left the base for over a night to dry, and that's all the cardboard stuck on it now, and that all the way around, as you can see, and all that. So that's the base. Well, it ain't the base of the house because I've got to do an edge, and because I've cut some cardboard, an inch, and then that is inch wide, and that or like it's 25mm or 2.5 centimeters, and that so that is going to be my skirt around the house, and that's going to go underneath. I don't know if you can see, and but that's going to go around like that and underneath, so I can put some siding on and all that as all the way round, and that's so they can eye some wires as well. So what I'm going to do is glue colour bits on, and there's this inch skirt, and that is, and then we're they come back and show you. But all it is just sticking it level with the. Oh, I think you know anyway. But and that level with the sides and underneath, and and then after that I'll cover up this in the sides with another anything bit of cardboard. So and that's what I'm going to do is go away and stick a bit down, and I'll come back and show you. Okay, I'll put some skirt on it and that on my base, or well on the bottom of my house, and as you can see, I've done a part of it, and I haven't done all of it. I will carry on with it, but I don't think it'll be today because it is getting a bit dark now. So I will carry on with it tomorrow. And that is, and then once I've done it all, and that is all we're gonna do now. That's do the base, our foam boards, sit it on there, glue it all down, and that is, and then put a bit of card with and around the edge of this to hide the and that to to hide the edge of the cardboard. I don't know, but and that so okay. So what we're gonna do is and then leave it to dry now, and that is, then we're carrying on with it tomorrow. So see you in just a moment. Because like to me, it'll be tomorrow. For you, it'll be just in a minute or two. So see you in a minute or two. In front of me, I've got a white bit of foam boards. This is going to be the grounds where the house when it sits on. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to double it up, and as in where the ground ain't so much either side of the house, I'm going to extend it. In that extend this bit, I'm going to extend it a 12 and a half centimeters longer, and then I'm going to extend it 4 centimeters and it wider. Yeah. So it gives me a bit of a ground to put some trees and plants and that on it. So that's what I'm going to do now. is they use the PVA again to put it on there. I'm going to use the spreader, but if you've got a plastic one, and then they use a plastic one because I haven't got a plastic one, so I'm using this one here to spread it. But they because you see me like I spread glue before, so we're going to be and I'll be back in a minute once, and I've done it, and I can show you it. Okay, I've done the ball for the ground, and I have extended it, and as you can see, the line, there's a line there where I've extended it 12.5 centimeters, and 4 centimeters that way. So yeah, I've extended it because the time I get the house on it is it leaves a little bit of ground, so I can put like a cut of trees in that and bushes. Well, put a bit of garden in it. So, and what I'm going to do now is get the house over, well, the base of the house, and then just plonk it on it is to show you that. Well, right, I've got the base of the house over now, and I will show you. And as I have strengthened it on the inside, and now I've put some straps on the inside to make it more stronger. And that is then to hold the weight of the and then of the we can cut the floors because otherwise, and that all the middle is start bending in, and that when you start adding weight, then that to it. So we'll put all these straps in it, strengthen it up. So that's all dried, and we're done now. So sorry, put this on here, and then I am going to work out because how far is I want in that east side to be, and then what I'm going to do is draw around it, and then draw around it with because I did on here I did use a pencil and all that, but that is the pencil. The thickness of the pencil is 0.7 millimeter. You know, like that's really thin. But and then when I was marking the cardboard and I couldn't see it, so I had to use a pen. So, but hopefully I better see it on here. So, and what I do is mark all the way around it, and then what I'm going to do is add glue on the inside of the mark, not on the outside. That was on the inside of the mark, and and I can sit it straight on it, put some weight on it, and glue it down. So, and then that'll be all my base done. So, and all I'm going to do now is go away. Well, I'll start marking it now. Yeah. So what I got is one of these pencils, and then you put a lid in it and things. So that's why it's really thin, as you can tell by these lines here and all that. But that's what I like using because you can get more of where you can get closer to the line and all that to it, you know, instead of using a big pencil, and then it will make a wider line. So, and what we'll do is mark around it now, as I just said, and all that, draw away around it, and that is after I drew around it, and then we'll come back and show you the is the pencil mark. Okay, I drew around it. I did use pencil as I said I was going to use, but we took it away and you can't hardly see the mark and all that because this is really thin and as on there you it was hard to see. So, and what I have done is use a pen, and now you can see the mark much better now, and now you can see that. And that gives me enough room now for a garden on this side. Enough room for a garden on this side. I've got to put a fence all the way around this as well. Put a set of the double gates here, and have a path because I'm going to have steps here as well. And so hopefully I'll have enough room to get a fence and a little bit of path in and double gates. And that's in carry on with the house. But and then before I do the floor, the groundwork, we're going to do the house, and then I'm going to come back down to the floor, the groundwork. So then that's how we there's building the house. And so what I'm going to do now is set the house back on. We'll put glue around on the inside of it, as I say, like around the inside of this. and then put plenty of glue on it, and then put loads of weights on it, and we'll keep it weighted down, and then that's so the house can stick. So I'll be back once the house is stuck to this, and so you just a moment. Okay, is the base of the house is stuck onto the ground now, so it's all right because like we still stuck it all down, and it looks all right. It looks pretty good. There's only just the little sides there what drops for about a mil or 2 mil, but and they will sort that out and come to it. But the rest of it is absolutely perfect. There's the back of it, that you see, and I will turn it around to the front, and I hope you can see this is the front. So because that's the porch, or the porch, and that with the double doors there. That's the bay window, and that. So yes, and that looks pretty good. So now I hope you can see that. All right, and that. So yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so I'm pleased the way it is, and it's turned out all right, and that. So right. So next thing is building the walls. Yeah, the TV series of the Monsters was from 1964 to 1966. So yeah, because it is the old house, it isn't the new house. Because if you go on to the Monsters, and that as Munsters, sorry, and as we will see different houses, but this house here is and that is the old and the original one, and that so yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be building. Well, trying to build, and then like it's going to be an amazing journey, and because I hope you're going to come along with me, and that we can build it together, and that I'm really pleased with it, and then the ways it turned out at the moment, and then we have got a little dip here and there, but and nothing's perfect. Trying to make it as close as I can to the house, and then the Munsters house, and that, but and then that won't be perfect neither. So yeah, so thank you for joining, and as when they're watching our video. Hopefully, this will be keep your fingers crossed. It'll be a lovely journey, and that is, and we will see you in the next one. So. And that is when we'll be doing some of the walls and putting and maybe some the wallpaper on, but we'll start some of the walls first, and let's just see how we go. So I'll see you later. So bye bye.